Hey guys, it's me, Jess, and I was just checking to see if the recorder was on. So, welcome to your first tribal chat. And tonight in the tribal chat room is John Day. Hey, John.
Hi, how are you?
Doing well. So, everybody, this is John Day. He is a client of mine. He has been in the tribe since we started everything back in January. And, John, how much weight have you lost?
So far, 60 pounds.
What is the biggest thing you want to tell everybody in this tribe tonight?
For me, I think the biggest thing that I have experienced so far in this tribe is that number one is this community that we've created. I think I've texted everybody that's been in this community so far, asking questions, begging for help, posting, all of that. That's been the biggest thing. The other thing is this tribe has literally taken me to a place that I've tried to take myself before, but because of the way that this is done, I've not been able to take myself there. I've lost weight many times. I've lost weight hundreds of pounds. I was over 300 pounds in high school, and I dropped down to under 200 pounds. And you know, I've done it on my own and kept gaining it back. And what I've been missing is something like this. This is something that has taken me to somewhere I could have never taken myself, pulled me back. There's been days when I thought, I've had a rough day, or it's too busy, and I'm just going to grab something really quickly, and I know it's not what I should be eating and what it's going to do to my body, but I'm just going to grab it real quick. And
Yeah.
I can just see the face of everybody in this tribe, and the disappointment, really, and the championing me on the other hand, like, you can do this. And even though they weren't there, they were there.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's been insane.
I think you have just said something that's so profound. It's that this tribe is taking you somewhere you couldn't get by yourself. And that community aspect of walking with others, linking arms, having someone to reach out to. Because, you know, the truth is, I don't know if you've done it, but I'm out on a bunch of different low carb, keto places, groups. But a lot of them are 3 and 4 and 5 and 15,000 now. People are in them, and the touch of leaders is genuine, but they can't reach everyone. And we have a small tribe, and it's not going to, it's not going to get huge. And we have been able to walk together almost as a small group of people and within reach of each other a lot. And we're opening things up this summer, and we've got this whole new group with us, but we're not so big that we can't reach each other. But now all the tribe members have the opportunity to reach out and share their story, their success, and things they've learned. And I think what you just said, that the tribe has taken you somewhere you couldn't go by yourself, is profound.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things when I first started that, you know, I mean, if I join a gym, the first thing I think about doing is getting a personal trainer. Why? Because I want to be held accountable, and they're going to call me to make sure that I come to my workout. Well, I don't think that I've ever been in a place where there's been people who are going to check on me and hold me accountable and champion me along the way of my diet.
Yeah.
There's commercials, and there's this, and there's things, and there's all this going on, but there's none of that's touchable like you're talking about. I don't have someone that I could call up and say, I'm struggling today, and I don't know what to do, and I'm about to go eat a dozen donuts, but I know that I shouldn't do that, and I don't want to do that. So what can I do? And just in a conversation, or even a Facebook message, or whatever, with all of that, you get this community that, I mean, it really holds you back and keeps you from doing to yourself what you've done for so many years.
Yeah. So we're not alone anymore.
Right.
We're together. And your success, or my success, you know, as a leader of a tribe, I don't want to screw up. I don't want to let you down. So that actually has helped me as I go into a second year, because reality is maintenance is boring, as I just said in our mentor meeting a couple weeks ago. But I can hang on to my place if I know it helps you in your place. So there is that whole interaction that makes your game stronger. And we just need to find guys, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
We need some guys in here rocking it and get y'all with some sunglasses and being all cool and down. And
Yeah.
but I think that one of the big things you're going to bring to this table, besides being a guy, is this you like to have fun. You want life to be fun. You want the food to be fun. Tell us a little bit about that, because you that's important to you, having fun with your food. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy food.
Yeah.
I enjoy food. I'm one of those that I'm always, I'm kind of a foodie. I want to try new things and do a lot of things. And I think the diets that I've had in the past kind of restricted you to a certain thing. So for me, I knew that I needed to do it and I could do it, but then I would always go back because I was bored. I mean, getting around, people like Rhonda and all of her keto style thing and just really seeing what that can be and how fun that can be. I hated other diets where all my friends would go out and be like, hey, we're going to go and have, drinks and stuff at the Mexican restaurant. And I'd be like, that's queso and all that. And that's when I was doing other diets that didn't involve dairy and paleo and whatnot. And I would just be like, well, I kind of got to go home and make my chicken and veggies and do all that. And I knew I was making the right choice for my health, but for my relationships and my personality, where I've got to be around people. Like for me, I don't do well, in sitting around by myself reading a book. Some people, that recharges them. I want to be in a room of 200 people and talking to everybody. That recharges my batteries.
Wow.
And to isolate yourself just because you should, it was killing me, and I think it wasn't fun. But now, I mean, last night I baked some peanut butter keto cookies. I'm doing all these things that I just have never done before, and it's keeping it exciting and making me realize that this is not a diet. I literally have found my food to where I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. I don't see myself ever getting bored. I don't see myself ever feeling restricted or deprived. And that's keto for me. That doesn't necessarily mean that's it for everybody.
Right.
But I think that's the biggest thing about this, is that we can all have different conversations and share so much stuff that we are able to find our food, and that it literally doesn't become a diet. There's an end to a diet. There's no end for this to me.
I know.
This is my life now.
I know. I mean,
and I think that's.
You look down at your plate and you go, first off, you look around and you're like, man, I'm living. I'm having a blast. And my thing is, what changed? And I looked down, and the only thing I changed was my food. I stopped eating all that stuff that snowed me and controlled me and made me sick. And I started eating butter and cream and chicken with the skin on.
Yeah.
I'm not into chicken and broccoli anymore, and I'm never buying another chicken breast. I don't need them anymore. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I looked down, and I'm like, well, I had bacon, and I put cheese on this, and I had a lot of green olives and macadamia nuts, and I have energy. Let's go hike. Let's take a bike ride. I'm staying up. I'm cleaning out cabinets. I'm ready to roll. I'll do the yard work, honey. And I'm like, what has happened? All I did was change my food. It seems my body likes this food. I know I like this food, but I seem to be able to sustain it, and it doesn't make me tired. It doesn't make me hungry, and I have control.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy, isn't it?
It was the same for me. And diets I would do in the past, I enjoyed some of it. Yeah. But I like broccoli with some melted butter on it. It tastes fantastic. And if I'm going to eat vegetables, I want. And, I like that. And, it's good because, for me, I did get that energy back. And it, my son's 6 years old, so he's running all over the place, and he wants to play superheroes fighting all the time. And beginning of the year, I would be so tired after 20 minutes of playing with my son that I couldn't do it anymore. Yeah. And now we could do it for hours and hours and hours until he goes to sleep, and I have all this energy, and it's a new life, and it's incredible.
So what do you want these people in the tribe to know?
I think you got to know that you can do this, but you can't do it by yourself.
Awesome.
And that you got to be challenged. we can all lose weight. I've done it, like I said, many times, and we can all do it on our own. But the thing about this is that not just you, but the other people in the tribe will challenge you to go to a different place. You know, when we started and we did Whole30, I didn't really know much about Whole30. I've done paleo so many times that I knew all about that, and so it was a challenge for me. Then I did paleo a little bit and went back to that, and it was familiar. And then you stall a little bit, and then you move over to keto, which was shocking to me. I had zero idea. Thank God for all the resources, but I had zero idea. But it actually put me in a place I hadn't been before, and that's what this tribe is about: is putting you in that place. And I think there's probably been times when maybe you've been on a video and I've been like, oh, I don't really want to do that. Like, that's too challenging for me, or and it kind of makes you shift a little bit on the inside of yourself. But then when you look back and say, yeah, but do I really want to be that person? My life is worth way more than that. So if someone who's already been successful is there, I should listen to that person because I want to be successful as well. And that challenge, even though it's not easy sometimes, even though it hurts a little bit, even though it's not convenient, it'll shape who you are. And that's what the tribe is all about. It's going to begin to shape who you are and shape your life for the future. And it's going to be something that you could have never dreamed or imagined, because that's me right now.
Wow. John, I'm going to have you back. Like, you and I are going to do a couple more chats. I don't think we've even scratched the surface. I've promised these people 2 videos a week, 8 weeks. I'm having you back, man.
Absolutely. Anytime.
All right. Hey, listen, you have a great night. Thank you for your thoughts. I am so going to sit around and think about the tribe took you somewhere you couldn't go by yourself.
Absolutely. No problem.
All right, man. Have a great night.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye, buddy.